Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Yay! My kids play a game and then they get something right and they go yay! So that's what we're doing. Okay. For today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a monochromatic orange makeup look, and let me tell you, bury me in this makeup. Orange is not my favorite color, but goddamn bury me in this makeup. Yeah. So I am excited. Clearly I'm excited. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my eyes as well as my face makeup today because the eyes are so super simplistic and easy and just stunning. They're just stunning. But actually it only took me maybe like a solid 5 minutes to do both eyes. I think the longest part was mixing up the pigment for my eye. But other than that, I think today's look is super simplistic. Literally, even the beginnest of beginners, that's not a word, you guys can do this too. Because the eyes are so super simplistic, I'm going to be doing my face as well, but also too because I wanted to incorporate orange all around as well as into my blush. Everything just kind of comes together to really create this really beautiful look. So I'm very pleased with how everything came out. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to stay tuned until the very end to see an up close of my eye makeup so that you could really see the true beauty of the blend. That was... If you are curious to see how I achieved this makeup look, then please do keep on watching. I'm hoping that today's video is going to be a little less chaotic than my last video. So here is, fingers crossed to that. I'm going to be taking the back side of the P.louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette today. And we're going to be using the oranges, of course. So this is the vibe. Let's see. I don't want to use red. I really want to keep this orange. I'm going to start by taking this orange shade right here, which is called Sacrifice. I love all the unique stamps in this eyeshadow palette too. I think that P.louise has been doing a really awesome job, like with the custom little stamps. I literally have orange marker on my fingers, and I just thought it was really coincidental because I'm going to be doing orange today. So I thought that was funny. So I'm going to be taking this on a Wet n Wild brush. This is just fluffy, and these are literally like $1. I also have orange marker on my face. Okay. So usually I wouldn't just go smack in with this fluffy brush. Usually I'd go with like a denser brush. But trust the process. Since I'm probably not gonna go too much deeper than this, I could just really just smoke this out. So I'm just going right into little circle motions all over my lid. Next, I'm going to take this beautiful true orange, which is called Can't Compete, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to fluff this all over the place. So now you can see I left just a little bit of space. I literally just smacked that down right on the edges. I'm going to take the Makeup of Murder Poison. This is the pastel pigment. This is the peach one. So I'm going to take this on a fluffy brush as well. And I'm going to use this to diffuse out my edges. So now I'm going to take some more of the previous shades and just kind of go over them a little bit. I'm not going to cut my crease or anything like that. I'm actually going to take these Kamia Cosmetics flakes, and these are in the style Tricky, which are these beautiful kind of like orangey ones right here. I feel like they kind of have like pinky in them. Let me go ahead and I'm going to mix this up with her little mixing medium. And I'm just going to go right in. So let me go ahead and catch this eye up, and then I'll show you guys me applying these. Okay, so I have it all mixed up in the lid, and I'm ready to apply. So I'm literally just going to paint this down in a cut crease shape. I think I'll take just a little bit more of the shade My Turn. Or not My Turn, Sacrifice. And just kind of go over the edges a bit. Let's move on to face makeup. So I do always like to prime my skin before I even start on my eyebrows or eyes or anything like that, so that way my primer and stuff has enough time to sit into my skin. So I went in with the Nimya by Nikki Tutorials Where It All Starts cream for my moisturizer. I then went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is just the original. And then to top it off, I went in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. So skin is prepped and primed already. I'm also going to be using the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is her Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. I'm going to be using this as a primer today. I'm going to go in with the TooFaced Born This Way in the shade Swan. So I'm going to go in with this under it to kind of even the tones out a little bit. I'm just going to take a couple pumps and I'm going to put it on my face like moisturizer. Now I do really like this as just a skin tint, like no makeup days. But it also sits really beautifully under certain foundations, so I want to see how it looks with the Too Faced one because I've never tried it with that one before. So now I'm going to take the Too Faced foundation, and I think I'll just take a pump of this because I really don't need it for like the coverage. But do you see how like yellow toned that is? And I feel like the Jaclyn one matches me just a little bit better, but it's a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna give these like a little swirl to kind of mix, and then I'll just kind of tap it in. Usually, especially if you have like texture skin, dry patches, stuff like that, you're not going to want to drag your makeup, and you're definitely not going to want to like swirl it. But specifically, I did just exfoliate, but specifically for what I'm doing today, I want to kind of swirl those products together. So usually I wouldn't do that with my dry skin, but there you go. I'm going to take a little bit of my LA Girl Pro Concealer because I am going with orange under my eyes. I want to make sure that there's no like other tones peeking out of it. So I'm just going to put some of this peach color corrector on my fingers. And then just tap them right into my dark circles under my eyes. I was going to say my under bags. Good one. So if you've seen my last video, I kind of already explained this, but I'll say it again. So I'm taking the TooFaced Born This Way in the shade Golden, but I'm mixing a little bit in of a blue foundation pigment to make it more cool toned for it to be more of a contour rather than a cream bronzer. So I just take some, put it on the back of my hand, tap my brush into it, and then I go ahead and apply this on my cheeks and my forehead and sometimes under my nose. And it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I'm going in with some very intense blush today. So I'm going to do that before I do my concealer. I'm going to be taking the Made by Mitchell Blursh. And these ones are in the shade Where's the SPF and Mango Daquiri. It's got to do with the orange. And this is like a burnt orange. Like a ready burnt orange. I'm going to start by taking the shade Where's the SPF. And I'm going to take some of this on the back of my hand. So this is what it looks like. I just kind of smeared it around into a big enough surface that I'll be able to fit my brush into it. My face itches. Imagine if I would have just do right there with that on my finger. And then I'm just going to take this brush, work into it. And then I'm going to buff this right on my temple, upper cheek area. It's okay if it's a little bit intense, because when I go in with my concealer, I'll tap over it with my sponge with like a little bit of concealer on it, just to make sure everything melts together. So it's okay if it looks a little bit crazy right now. That's why I do my steps in the way that I do them, in order to fix any mistakes or issues that I have. And also, we're going for a whole statement moment. So now I'm going to take the shade Mango Daquiri. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it onto the back of my hand and spread it out on the surface of my hand. It kind of looks yellow. I seen this thing. It was, there's something on my lip. There's something on my upper lip. I seen this guy on TikTok. I'm not sure his name, like what his username is. But he was saying like something about adding like yellow blush, and it just like makes the biggest difference. And I've been really like considering getting like a yellow blush, because when he did it, like the little video he made with it, it looked so good. A little bit of some yellow blusher. Okay, I know I look fucking wild. This is gonna go under my concealer, so it's gonna be okay. I know I look crazy. So I'm gonna be taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer with the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the, what is this? This is the Perfecting Concealer in the shade Fairest Neutral. So this one's super bright. I got a very light shade. So I'm gonna mix them with the e.l.f. one, because it's a little bit more my skin tone. So the Jaclyn one does tend to dry down a little bit quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sections at a time. So I'm going to start with my chin and my forehead, and then I'll do under my eyes and my nose. So pretty. I do have to say, so the Jaclyn Cosmetics Concealer, it does dry down a little bit quickly, so, you know, working in one section at a time is best. But I do have to say, it is such a beautiful concealer. And I do mix, like, my foundations and my concealer in order to make correct shades. But each individual product shines on its own, so just together, it's like a game changer. So I don't know if you could see on camera right now just how the color is just kind of sitting under the foundation. It's kind of looking more flushed rather than the starkness kind of more in this back area, which was the goal. Now I'm going to take the Beauty Bakerie Flour Setting Powder. So I purchased this Real Technique like micro sponge, and I tried it with my foundation and I didn't love it. But now that I'm using it for, like, setting my face, I like it. So now before I go in with blush or anything like that, I'm going to take my Jaclyn Cosmetics Under Eye Brightening Powder. And I like to take this with just my damp sponge. Okay, so now I'm going to take my NYX Pro Contour Palette. I think this is so nice because it's more cool tone, which is actually what you need to contour, is a cool tone, rather than like bronze with like brown, you know what I mean? So for contour, I personally like to take this shade right here. They don't have names or anything, but I'm just going to use this to kind of define my cheekbone, as well as like my forehead. So I'm going to take the H&B Cosmetics Dare to Be Different blush, and this one's in the shade Self Made. Look at that. I'm just going to dust this over the blush that I already used. I got the Ace Beauty Glow Essential Highlighter Palette because how could I not? She's beautiful. So I think I'm going to take, so I feel like these two look white, but this one has a pink reflect. We have pink, like a hot pink. We have like a champagne-y pink. And we have a champagne. And we have this obviously bronze gold, which is going to be too dark for me. I did swatch it. And just look at it. It's dark. So I think I'm going to take the shade Icy and Glowing together. So these two. So not the pink one, but the white one. I'm excited. I've never put these on my face. I did swatch them, but I didn't put them on my face. So let's take a little bit of each. Oh, I knew it. I'm just going to go ahead and set my face, and then I'll zoom you guys back in a little bit more to finish up the eyes. So I decided not to zoom in too much because nobody on the planet Earth used to be that close to my face, including my husband. My nose contour, girl. I decided that I need more blush. And I remembered I had this baby and I didn't use it. Ugh, I'm a disgrace. I'm a disgrace. So this is the Unearthly Cosmetics. This is their single. So this is the compact that they sell for their singles. Look at this orange. This is in the shade Tangy. So I'm going to take some of this and just apply it right up into this corner. Again, do you need this much blush? 100% yes. Yes, you do. You thought I was going to say no. You don't know me at all, do you? So I'm going to take the Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the gel liner in the shade Squash. Just look at it. These are very creamy and they do dry down on their own. And I did use the purple one, I believe, in my waterline before and I didn't have any issues. So I'm going to use the orange one in my waterline. So I just picked some of it up. I'm going to put this first and foremost in my waterline, but I'm going to make sure it's a very thin amount. And then I'll just take what's left and I'm going to smudge it around. So then I'm going to take the shade Sacrifice, which is the darkest orange. I'm so sorry. Yes, baby, it's okay. There's no need to be sorry, my love. He said, I'm so sorry. Why are you so sorry, baby? There's no need to be sorry. You didn't do anything. And then take the shade Can't Compete. I think the black lashes, I think we need to go dramatic. I'm going to take the orange shade right here, which is called Ruler. And it's actually a shimmer. It's kind of yellowy, but I'm going to put this in my inner corner. I'm going to take these Beauty Creation lashes, and these are in the style She's a Tease. Because she is, baby. I also have this Unearthly Cosmetic. This is the Ginger lipstick. Okay, so here is the completed look. I'm not quite sure what to do with like my hair right here, but like I want you to still see my earrings, but also I don't want my hair behind my ears, so it's like, what do I do, you know? What do we think? Do we like it? I love it, actually. I don't think I've ever done orange like this. It's a statement piece, I think. So, in case you're wondering, that lip combo, fucking iconic, first of all. I went in with the Nabi lip pencil in the shade Cappuccino to add some like depth to like my lips. And then I went in with the Unearthly Cosmetic. This is their liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Ginger. Don't forget, I do have a code with Unearthly Cosmetics. It's 381 makeup to save you some money. Also, this is like, it's not like an orange. It's kind of like a corally type color, like as you can see there. And then I went in with the Essence Juicy Bomb Gloss in the shade Sweet Peach. I was gonna say Power Peach. I feel like I've just been really loving the way that my complexion's been coming out. I finally have been doing it in a way where no matter what products that I use, I'm still very happy with the way that my complexion looks, the way that my skin looks, and the way that I just am presented when I wear my makeup like this. So I do really enjoy that. Like, look at my contour. Like, honestly, in person, it doesn't look like, oh, she's wearing contour. It honestly just looks so, like, natural. But I feel like on camera, I look so snatched still. So I am very, very pleased with that. I have this, I'm doing this TikTok where I have, so I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, but I do a lot of, like, contemplation videos of basically a bunch of my looks, and I just transition through, and I'm just like showing off, like showcasing all of my looks. So I'm doing that, but for Pride Month, there's a twist, baby. There's a twist. So I'm doing every single color, and then at the end it's going to be a rainbow look, which I already did the rainbow look. You remember that rainbow look I did? That is part of the contemplation. So I'm really excited. That is going to conclude today's video, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me, and if you like my content, it means the absolute world to me. And without further ado, we're going to go on ahead. Roll the clip.